So in the last 30 minutes, we walked you through how the Trump campaign is handling a new firestorm over immigration and how the Hillary camp is trying to deal with new bombshells over emails. Here now to react to all of it, Glenn Beck, ladies and gentlemen, founder of The Blaze and author of Liars, How Progressives Exploit Our Fears for Power and Control. Great to see you, Glenn, as always.
Good to see you, Megyn. Thank you very much.
All right, so let's start with Trump and whether you believe he's flipped on immigration, or whether whether you think he's going to hold true to the original stance he took on immigration as he was running in the GOP primary.
No, just give it a couple of days and he'll change it again. I think he is the most untrustworthy guy. Well, no, I can't say that because we also have Hillary Clinton. I mean, it is, we've got the possibility of a rope that may be frayed that you could hang yourself with, or arsenic that may be outdated. Which one do you want? It's Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. I don't know which one is better. Donald Trump, I don't believe a word he has said from the beginning on any of his policies. And
do you think it's a situation, Glenn, where he's going to say what he wants, and what he thinks he needs to say to get elected, and then we'll find out. We'll find out how he governs. But his supporters believe we'll like the answer.
Well, yes, they do. And Nancy Pelosi believed when she said about Obamacare that you have to, it's like Christmas, you have to open the box to see what's in it. You have to vote for it before we tell you what's in it. No, thank you. I mean, we're supposed to use some intelligence here and judge a man by his record, and he does not have a good record of telling the truth,
and neither does she. Neither does she. That's the problem for the American voters,
values.
Right? I mean, look at it. She has a repeated history of not telling the truth, and then the news that comes out today about her emails and the Clinton Foundation just support that. Does it not? But nobody
is surprised by this. This is what is so tragic about this. It didn't have to be this way. We actually had some other choices. I would have taken just about any of them other than these two. It is remarkable to me. And so many people, I'm sure, Megyn, there are a lot of people in your audience that are very mad at me because I won't back up Donald Trump. And a lot of people write to me and they say, well, it's because you supported Ted Cruz. How third grade do you have to be to not vote for him because you're jealous, you're angry, or bitter? That's ridiculous. I've done a lot of soul searching on what do I do? What do I do? And I believe that everybody who I have talked to in my audience for the last 15 years, I have said, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to stay the course, and nobody's going to like it. But you'll be the audience that will save the nation.
But what does that mean?
These are those times.
So what do you think people should do?
I think that, one of the things is both sides now are starting to come apart at the seams with anger. There was an article in the New York Times, and I thought the article was unfair to Trump supporters, but I thought the video was actually accurate and couldn't have been faked, where it shows all of the anger, and I mean really bad racist style anger. We have the same thing on Black Lives Matter on the left, and we had it in Occupy Wall Street. I don't think that Black Lives Matter is a representation of the African American community at large, and I don't think that those few racists that are around that want violence and want to break the system up. Bannon, the guy who is now running the Trump campaign, said in a report today that he's a Leninist. I was hoping that maybe he meant John Lennon, but he means Lenin. And what he is saying is, I want to destroy the system. People have to stand up, and the good Trump supporters, there's millions of people who are not racist, who are not standing by violence, who don't want to destroy the entire system. Those people have to distance themselves, not even from the candidate, but from that kind of rhetoric and that kind of messaging. It's really dangerous.
Okay, but I want to push you on this, because You know, that leaves the question with so many of the American people out there saying, I don't like either one of these folks. I don't, you know, these are the choices you have. Like, you can go for Gary Johnson, but you know realistically Gary Johnson has no chance. If you will, what do you plan on doing? But secondly, what do you see? I mean, one of these people is going to be the next president, barring something huge happening between now and November. So how do you see America in 4 years from now?
I will tell you, I mean it when I said, you know, it's a loaded gun with 6 bullets in the chambers, but one of them may be defective and
it's got a bunch of these.
and arsenic. Right? It's not. I'm not going to choose either one of those.
Okay, you're doing the write-in vote.
No. I'm not staying home. I am not staying home. I don't know who I'm going to vote for. It won't be those two. I haven't found one yet. But I will. I will tell you this, Megyn. I will be voting for the under ticket. We have to find people who believe in the Constitution, because either one of these two are dangerous to the Republic. So
how do you see now? So somebody is going to win. One of those two is likely going to win. How do you see the country 4 years from that point?
If it's Hillary Clinton, best case scenario, Bill Clinton plays a more active role, and she starts to triangulate, and we're in deep trouble. We have horrible Supreme Court justices, but that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, don't cry for me, Argentina, she's out on the balcony. Best case scenario on the Trump, I'm completely wrong about Trump. We have 1 or 2 Supreme Court justices that we can live with. Worst case scenario, and I think this is more probable than not. He becomes a guy who has gone way off the rails with the Constitution, and we're looking at a South American kind of situation with him. People don't understand what's coming, and what is coming is civil unrest, war on a global scale, and an economic situation that we haven't seen since the 1930s. That is what this president will be facing, and I will tell you, I don't trust either of them. We have to make sure the under ticket, they are strong constitutionalists.
And on that happy note, with the future prediction intact, we say goodbye for now to our friend Glenn Beck. Always great to see you, Glenn.
Thank you, Megyn.